You found a house you love? Now what? Before you make an offer on a home in Texas, there's something you need to understand. Not every purchase contract is created equal. The terms that you include in your offer can protect you if something unexpected happens after it's accepted. Those protections are called contingencies. They're built in the contract to help protect you, reduce risk while buying your home. Let's break down the 5 most common contingencies you're going to see in the Texas Home Purchase Agreement. Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Chidity Rosales, your El Paso real estate expert. I've sold over 1,500 homes in the area. If you're thinking about relocating to El Paso, then this channel's here to help you make the smartest decision possible. If you want real talk over hype, then hit the subscribe button. Now let's get into those contingencies. First, what is a contingency? A contingency is simply a condition that must be met before the sale can move forward. Think of it like a safety net. If the contingency isn't satisfied, the buyer and sometimes the seller may have the right to cancel the contract without major penalties. Our first and most powerful one for you. In Texas, one of the most important protections is something called the option period. In other states, it's referred to as due diligence. The buyer pays a small option fee directly to the seller for the unrestricted right to terminate during the contract. Unrestricted means you can terminate for whatever reason you want within the prescribed days that you negotiate. Number 2, home inspection contingency. The inspection itself isn't technically written as a contingency in the contract the way it is in some other states, but it usually works hand in hand with the option period. This is truly what the option period is for. Oh, and before we move on, make sure you check how much your homeowner's insurance will cost you and if any claims were made on the home during your option period. Now back to inspections. A licensed inspector examines the home's roof, HVAC system, plumbing, electrical, foundation, and appliances. If you have a pool or other specialty equipment, make sure you ask the inspector to add those as they are not typically part of a basic inspection. The option period gives buyers time to decide on what repairs they want to ask for, if any, get contractor estimates, and decide if they're comfortable moving forward based on the results of the inspection. Buyers can negotiate repairs be completed by the seller, ask for a credit in lieu of repairs, price reduction, or terminate the contract before the option period expires. Before we get to financing and appraisals, I want to mention something that can make your home search a whole lot easier. If you're relocating to El Paso or Fort Bliss, I put together a free relocation guide for El Paso. It breaks down the best neighborhoods, top schools, community amenities, and practical details that you need to make confident decision before you ever make the offer. It's the same resource I share with my private relocation clients, and you can download it completely free using the link in the description. So go grab your copy. Now let's get back to the contract because the next 2 contingencies can have a major impact on whether your purchase actually makes it to the closing table. Number 3, financing contingency. Most buyers aren't paying cash, so the financing section in the third-party addendum protects buyers if they can't obtain financing under the terms outlined in the contract. This includes loan approval, interest rate requirements, and other required lender documentation. That's why getting pre-approved before shopping is so important. It reduces surprises later. And bonus tip, do not let your agent write market in the third party. Ensure they actually write a number in that section or else it provides no protection against increasing interest rates. Appraisal contingency. If you're getting a mortgage, your lender wants to make sure the home is worth what you're paying. If you're using a VA or FHA loan, this is part of the third-party financing addendum. But if you're using a conventional, that requires a separate document. So make sure you ask your agent for that. If the appraisal comes in lower than the purchase price, several things can happen. The buyer can pay the difference, the seller lowers the price, both parties negotiate in the middle, or the contract may terminate, depending on the financing terms and any appraisal addendums used. This protects both the buyer and the lender. Number 5, home sale contingencies. Some buyers need to sell their current home before purchasing another property. That's called a home sale contingency. It allows the purchase to depend on the successful sale of the buyer's existing property. While this protects the buyers, it can make an offer less attractive in competitive markets. Sellers, this one can actually be a win-win for you. What most agents do not explain is sellers can still advertise and take offers. This is the only time you can take a better offer than the one you got. If your current buyer cannot remove the contingency per your timeline in your addendum, you can terminate and take the better offer. Understanding these protections helps buyers make informed decisions instead of emotional ones. If you're planning to buy a home in the El Paso or Fort Bliss area, it's important to understand exactly what you're signing. Every contract is different, every negotiation is unique, and having the right guidance can make all the difference. That's why you have us. And if you're buying anywhere else in Texas or the US, we have partners there, so reach out and we can connect you. If this video helped you better understand what to look for before making an offer in Texas, do me a favor and hit the like button and share so more families can find it and we can help them as well. And don't forget to grab my free El Paso Relocation Guide. It covers the best neighborhoods, top schools, community amenities, and the practical information every family needs when relocating. It's the same guide I share with my private relocation clients, and you can download it for free using the link in the description. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I'll see you at the next one.